Hello Amazon.com, it's me, Beau. I am coming to you today with little tiny clip handcuff keys. Aren't these just the cutest little things ever? We're going to be comparing them side by side next to a legit handcuff key. We are going to be testing them on two of the most highly rated handcuffs on Amazon. These are actually two different models. Those are from TIHK, which if you watch my review on those, I'm very surprised how well those function and the precision of the machining in those. And they were actually cheaper than the Smith & Wesson. I'm actually partial to Smith & Wesson. Most of my firearms are Smith & Wesson, including my carry right here. But we're not going to talk about what's in my pocket. We're going to talk about handcuffs. All right, so first impressions are it comes in an envelope. Really, guys, you couldn't spend a bit more on packaging, especially the fact that I just dropped over $20 on 4 of these guys, which you probably 3D printed for 2 cents each. Okay, but anyway, if you're giving these as a gift type item, that's going to be very underwhelming. But packaging aside, you're probably wondering about functionality. So I won't blabber on too much about that packaging. We're going to look quite carefully at these and ensure they are in fact, they look pretty much the same. Maybe not 3D printed. I shouldn't throw them under the bus like that. But they pretty much look identical. How cool is that? All right, but let's actually go ahead and test these on real handcuffs. And by the way, depth-wise, looks pretty good. That's pretty much all you need in order to, I don't know why typical handcuff keys are this long. You really just need about a ½ an inch of depth to insert into handcuffs. But let's go ahead and try this. And just to confirm that, yes, in fact, this does work. Unlocks like so. Okay, so that's the typical key. And by the way, this key is from TIHK, and these are Smith & Wesson, so it is a universal key. We're just going to randomly choose one of these since we were able to pretty much eyeball that they are identical. And we are going to go ahead and pretend that this was on our shoelace. We took it off, and we're going to insert it like that and gently. If you're very gentle, it does actually do it. I really don't want to snap off plastic in my nice handcuffs right there. So as far as I can tell, yes, they do in fact work on conventional handcuffs. It didn't snap off in there. I was gentle. I don't know if other people are just like snapping it. But it's not necessary because it's not much of a spring in there to really release that. But now we're going to move on to the TIHK ones and see if these also, they're a bit more springy in there. So we're going to go ahead and insert that. And in case you're wondering how far this does insert, I'm going to try to get some negative background in there. So there is just about maybe 2 millimeters of space left. So as far as depth-wise, good engineering, well done. It is a very minimalist thing, but we're going to take this. Oh, that's even easier to undo. Ah, that's awesome. Okay, these work 100%. Awesome. Okay, and just for giggles, we're gonna try to do the double locking feature. So of course you can keep pushing it this way, but if we did this, now it's really locked in there. And of course, to disengage that, we simply go in the opposite direction to unlock the double lock feature, and then we continue in the opposite direction, and yes, that in fact works to unlock. So wow, I'm actually quite surprised. I thought a little piece of plastic would not hold up compared to metal type earrings. And in case you're wondering why I've got this guy, I am actually prototyping some beautiful one-of-a-kind patent pending earrings that I'm going to be pushing out on Kickstarter and then eventually on Amazon itself. I have found that a lot of the females in my life, including my beautiful spouse, she does not have the ability to really have her keys with her all the time, or like us dudes, we've got pockets where we can put a firearm here and a pocket knife here, etc. Women sometimes don't have pockets, however, they do have earrings, and so I'm essentially going to be creating handcuff key earrings, and along with a lot of special features to that, so that they'll have their own EDC handcuff key always on hand. Or rather, not on hand, always on ear. Oh, clever. But no, seriously, it's going to be an incredible gift that not only will look beautiful, but also it serves a practical function. But anyway, not meaning to oversell my crazy ideas, but just letting you know that there is a purpose to testing all these things. I don't really have a weird kinky hobby where I collect handcuffs and test all sorts of keys. But as far as I can tell, this withstood the test. Just be somewhat careful. I wouldn't try to really reef on this guy, but again, it's not necessary to reef on this. And as far as the plastic goes, it's fairly robust. It feels kind of like a hard polymer type plastic, so not scratchable or anything like that. And the only downside to this is that the price is pretty ridiculous. I think it was over $20 for 4 of these things. I imagine these take about a half a cent to manufacture over in China. So the markup on these is absolutely ridiculous. But hey, I guess you are paying for practicality and functionality, and as you saw, they do in fact work. So that's it. Hopefully this helps, gives you a real world demonstration. My name is Beau. I'll catch you later.